Welcome to my new YouTube channel. This channel exists to document my efforts to eat more fruit and veg and have a varied and healthy diet. My purpose here is fairly simple. I want to work more fruit and veg into my diet in ways that are easy and that taste great. Healthy here applies to mental health as well as physical health. And eating things that taste bad just because they're supposedly good for me isn't going to be good for me in the long run. I want to make sure that I'm still eating food I enjoy, otherwise this is going to be an unsustainable recipe for misery. My plan is to share my experience in the hopes that it helps other people who are also trying to be a bit more healthy. That said, this is my personal journey, so the things that I talk about that work for me might not work for other people. I don't know anything about your situation, your dietary needs. I am not a dietitian, so nothing I say should be taken as health advice for anybody else. I'm just going to talk about what I find, any tips or tricks that work for me, in the hope that somebody else out there might find them useful. With that in mind, I've created a few goals that I'm aiming to follow. Goal 1 is more, not less. I'm not going to be counting calories or following restrictive food rules. As I mentioned, mental health is important, and I don't want to get into a situation where I'm obsessing about eating the correct things and feeling guilty anytime I don't, or worrying if I had 12 calories more than I should have done in this breakfast or anything like that. That's not good for me, I know. This is about adding in the foods that are rich in fibre and vitamins and other nutrients, not about taking anything away, not about denying myself anything. I want to continue eating things that I enjoy eating, and that means sometimes allowing myself to indulge. I want to focus on how I can increase the vegetable contents instead of trying to cut out fat or sugar or carbs or some other food group. If you eat strawberries dipped in chocolate, you're still getting all the goodness from the strawberries. If you put a dressing on a salad, you've still got all of the vitamins that were in the salad. In fact, with some vitamins, fat helps them absorb, so you might actually get more nutrition out of a salad with a dressing on it. So I'm not excluding anything except for foods that I dislike. Goal 2 is variety. I want to eat a variety of different foods. This includes eating the rainbow, which means eating a range of different fruits and veg of different colours to try and get the widest possible range of nutrients. It also includes varying the things that I'm cooking for myself. If I get stuck in a rut eating the same things day in, day out, I'm going to get bored. And again, I'm not going to stick to my goals. So I need to keep things interesting for myself. I want to try out new things, so part of this is going to be pushing myself to experiment with things that I've not tried before. And who knows, I might find my new favourite food. Goal 3 is gut feeling, not rules. This ties in with the first goal, where I said I wasn't going to be banning any sort of food, in that I'm going with more of a general vibe than any strict rules to follow. I'm trying for more of an intuitive eating approach. I'm not going to set myself specific targets. I know that targets can be great in the short term to try and achieve goals, but in a long term, they're not so great for keeping a healthy relationship with food. If I set myself a strict target of, I must eat 7 different portions of vegetables a day or something, there will inevitably come a day when I don't meet that target, and I might feel discouraged, I might be tempted to give up on the whole scheme. So while I am going to be tracking the different types of vegetables I'm eating and how frequently I'm eating them, I'm not going to be setting myself up for failure by having a number that I have to reach every single day and not feeling guilty if some days I eat less than others. I'm going to be driven a lot by what I feel like eating, what my situation is on that particular day with work and other commitments, and what seems like it'll be good at the time. Goal 4 is keep it easy. I'm not particularly keen on cooking. My mum taught me enough that I can get by, but she never managed to make me particularly enjoy it. Cooking food is a chore that gets between me and the eating of the food. One of the things I want to try and achieve is finding ways to work fruit and veg into my diet that are simple and that don't make me feel even more frustrated when I have to prepare things. I'm not going to suddenly turn into a 5-star chef overnight just because I've decided to add more vegetables in, so I should meet myself where I am. I'm going to let myself take shortcuts and not feel guilty at myself for taking the lazy option. Anything that helps me up my veg count is a good thing, and I'm just going to let myself take the path of least resistance in terms of getting there. So that's it. 4 simple goals for my journey. Let's see how this goes. And if you feel like coming on this journey with me, please subscribe. And if you have any ideas to help me meet my goals, I'd love to hear them in the comments. See you next time.